The Salesian sisters have helped me to deepen my experience of faith, God, and the church in so many different ways. But for me, the main one is that they've opened doors, literally and metaphorically. So the Salesian sisters in Croxteth opened their door and welcomed me into their home. And from that, many doors of opportunity have opened for me along the way, and I've been able to go out and experience things by myself and with other people that has really helped to strengthen my understanding and my connection with faith, with God, and with the church. Living with the Salesian sisters has given me a real taste of community life, and I'll take things from this community experience that I can use for the rest of my life regardless of where I am. And I've already learned so much throughout my time here, but the sisters have taught me in a really casual way, and I've been able to pick things up at my own pace, which I think makes the experience all the more special, because I've been able to go as deep as I want to and as deep as I need to, and as deep as I'm ready to within my own heart and within my own mind. So that this experience of faith, of God and the church has been something that I've initiated, that I've wanted to do, and the sisters have been there to guide me along the path as much or as little as I've needed them to. But a massive aspect of faith that the sisters have really helped me understand is prayer. So before joining the community, I'd pray very rarely, and I wouldn't really connect with what I was saying because I didn't really understand it. But now I do, and I really see the importance of prayer in my life. And I know that for me, it's so important that I set time aside each day to just stop what I'm doing and to speak to God and to enter that prayer space. And I don't just think that has helped to deepen my experience of faith in God, but I also think it's helped to establish a really good sense of well-being. And the more your well-being is looked after, I think the more you can put into the experience, because you're in such a good headspace. You can take more from this opportunity that's being presented of faith and of God and of the church. I've also been able to get to know God a little better, and I think that is because the sisters have taught me that you don't need grand gestures to connect with God, but it's through the little everyday things that you can do. And once I recognised that and I remembered it each and every day, I felt that I was able to see God's presence more and more in the different things that I was involved in. So when I was on professional practice, it really helped me to connect with the children on a deeper level, because I'd found my feet with God. I was no longer looking at a classroom of 30 children. I was looking at a room full of children where God was present and where he was working in their lives each and every day. And I don't think that I would have been able to recognise that without the sisters' help and guidance. So that's something that I've taken away and that I'll apply in the future. The sisters are also a fantastic support network for anyone who's trying to deepen their experience of faith, God and the church, because they're so approachable and encouraging. So for me, before I was able to enter into this experience of faith and of God and the church, I really felt like I needed to understand it properly. And I felt supported enough along the way to be able to ask questions about anything. So there was never a question that I was made to feel was stupid or wasn't worth answering. And then because I had that support and I could ask those questions, I felt so comfortable. So I was able to take more from the experience, and I've been able to really get to know my faith and God and the church on a much deeper level. I've also been able to deepen my experience by sharing it with others. So the sisters have given me enough knowledge so that I can go and share, especially in university. So I'm not around the house lots, but I'm now comfortable and confident enough to carry that experience with me wherever I go. So I'm able to engage in conversations in university with other students, and we can discuss experiences that we've had, and or for some people they haven't had, and they just like hearing how some other young people are getting that experience of faith in God. And I also think being able to do that, so having that confidence and being comfortable to do that, has given me a real sense of identity. So yes, I've gotten to know more about faith, and I've gotten to know God more, and I've gotten to know the church, but I've also gotten to know who I am and what I feel strongly about and where my beliefs lie. And again, I don't think I would have been able to do that without the help of the sisters. And if I did, it would have taken a very, very, very long time. So they've really helped me on this process because I knew it was something I wanted to do. But having them as that support network has really enhanced and enriched the experience that I've had. And for me, I believe that every one of us has some sort of experience of God. But for many of us, we don't understand what it is or even notice it sometimes. But once you do recognise it and you become open to faith and to God and the church, it's something that you never lose. And it means that you're never actually alone, again, literally and metaphorically. So once you become part of the church, you have this group of people, almost this extended family. And then, of course, once you open yourself up to God, you've constantly got Him walking alongside you. And even if sometimes that takes a little bit more effort than other days to recognise that He's always there, having those people around you is a real good way of installing that knowledge inside you that you're not alone and God is always walking with you. And for me, the Salesian sisters are a constant reminder of that belief. So sometimes if I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to notice that that I don't have to struggle because I have this sense of faith and this connection with God and this understanding of the church, the sisters really do help me remember that. And that's not because they explicitly tell me, it's just because of their presence and their enriched conversations and how encouraging they are and how enthusiastic they are about their faith and about God and what the church means to them, because it's such a huge part of their life. So I do think I'm blessed to be welcomed into such a wonderful community of women and to be able to meet the other sisters around the province, not just in this house. And it really has helped me to deepen my understanding of faith and of God and of the church. And I will continue to do so. But it will all be because of the tools and the skills and the guidance that the sisters have given me over the last year. So thank you very much.